Hey guys, how you going? This is Winston here with another episode of TRG Talk, coming to you from TRG headquarters. Really excited with these guests today. An awesome story. Guys, introduce yourself, starting with Sean.
Yeah, so Sean, we've been here probably 4 months now.
Mm-hmm.
We did two 8 week challenges.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, the amount of growth we've both had in those time is pretty amazing.
But you guys have done awesome. To start off with that, I want to say you've done awesome.
Thank you.
And so you've done 16 weeks now total.
Mhm.
And I want to get right back to the very start of that. So what I mean is, what was the first thing? And I want to hear from both of you as well. What was the first thing that I guess was the trigger point to go, we got to get to the gym?
Yeah. Well, Amanda was seeing a PT herself. It just got a bit hard to fit it in with her schedule, or our schedule. I was maybe going once a week just as support, not really doing much. And then as time went on, it was harder to fit the PT in with our schedule because we were trying to get fit for our wedding that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I knew we had to do something different, try a different gym perhaps. I figured if we just went to another gym, we'd probably have the same results.
Yep.
So I thought about something different. I'd heard about CrossFit. I've done a couple of workouts prior, but that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I posed it to Amanda, how about we try something like CrossFit? I know that she likes to try new things, learn new skills. So I thought it might be good for her and fun for her.
Yep.
And then when I saw a small clip from, I think it was from TRG actually,
Mm-hmm.
I said, have a look at this. I thought she'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. But she looked at it, she was excited. And yeah, we thought we'd give it a try.
Yeah.
And, yeah, let's go from there.
And you guys came in. I remember that you came in and we had a chat. We did a session together.
Mhm.
And there was a little bit of hesitation at the start where you're like, okay, are we going to just train normally or jump on a challenge? I'll go to Mandy now. What was it that got you to decide, hey, let's give this challenge a go rather than just normal training?
I think it was the fact that we wanted something to be different. We had been trying various things to various levels and we'd had some success, but we wanted to, we knew we wanted to get ready for the wedding and feel good and all of that. And for that, it needed to be something different. So we, thought long and hard about, if we could commit and what we could commit to and what we were willing to, lay on the line to sort of achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
So we went home and thought about it, and yeah, we thought, okay, yeah, this feels like it's something that we can do, but also was very much out of our comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so I think it's worked. So
Yeah, well, what I've noticed is that you had, I put a photo up of you just the other day.
My mum saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you now both of your arms are, let's have a look here, both of your arms are good to go, right? No
Yep.
more cast.
No more cast.
So this was started for the second challenge in a row. Tell us a bit about what happened and what went through your head when you were thinking about, should I give this up now? This is a sufficient excuse to be able to back out of this second challenge. What happened?
Yeah, so I think it was the night before or 2 nights before I broke my wrist before our 8-week challenge. And I'm not going to lie, it was pretty upsetting because I thought I wasn't going to be able to do any CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably felt sorry for myself for a day or two. I let Maple know, and, Maple, she's a good old encourager.
Mm-hmm.
She rang me up and she's like, you'll be fine, come to the gym, I'll look after you. And she didn't really give me a choice in a good way.
Good.
And then I got off the phone to her and I just kind of said to Sean, I think I'm going to try.
Yeah.
And the only sessions I missed were ones where the orthopedic surgeon said I need to take a break.
Yep.
But other than that, we've been here and I've been doing everything one-handed.
How is that? You've been coming here and you've been doing modified workouts with a cast on.
Yeah.
Being here now for upwards of 10 years and seeing hundreds of people come through the doors. I have to say that I've never seen anybody break their wrist at the start of a challenge and then stick to it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before. And when I hear people say, "Oh, it's too cold," or "It's too this," or "It's too that," I think, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?" Like, because then I think of your story and I think of what you've done over the last 8 weeks, and that has and will create a mindset that will be unbeatable for the years to come. I'm really proud of you for that.
Yeah. I think something about like breaking my wrist, it made me go, well, this is a time where I'd normally fall down, where like the stresses of life have just like literally killed you, and you know, everything would fall away, and you know, you'd sort of you'd lose track of what you're doing. And like one of the things was we wanted to change our lives, and so you know, to do that I had to keep coming. I had to keep like pushing through and just hope that it would get easier. Didn't think it was going to for the first couple of weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, Maple definitely talked me down a few times when I was basically in tears in class, because it's hard when you're doing something so different to everyone else.
Of course.
But by the end, I don't know, like it's almost become normal, and it doesn't bother me.
That's really, I think that is an excellent mindset that you've created, and I am inspired by it, and so are other people. Now, one thing when we first started chatting about, hey, let's do this podcast, both of you guys said, "Oh, we've got nothing to say. What's going on?" I said, "Give it a rest." You know what I mean? Let's have a chat. And I want to now ask Sean some questions. Okay, so the question I want to ask Sean is, how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
Today is pretty tough.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a pretty tough couple of months. Personal issues with my mum, her health, in and out of hospital. That's just very confronting and very stressful, and being one of our main carers, it's a lot of responsibility, and then to try to get the extra help, get that organised, is time consuming and stressful. And then just trying to change your lifestyle in itself is difficult, especially for people, or for most people that have issues with either food or exercise, and they've lived that life for a long time. Just trying to change your diet or to exercise on a regular basis is difficult enough. So just trying to change our lifestyle, the stuff going with my personal life, work stress. Yeah, this week has just been personally dreadful. That might be a bit harsh, but yeah, I just didn't want to be here. Didn't want to. There was a split moment when we started where I was going to walk out. I just didn't want to be here.
And that was tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tonight.
Yeah.
Because I just felt it's empty, numb. But I know we've been working hard for each other. TRG, the staff and the people have been like very good to us, and they've been very helpful and trying to push us. And when we're down, they, you know, come over and cheer us on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, do it for myself, obviously, but just try to give back to something as well.
Yeah.
Like, to feel like you're a part of something, as part of a team, and I'm one of that team. So I didn't want to let myself down, Amanda down, and just the gym. So
have you ever left a training session here and regretted coming?
No.
No. So you've always enjoyed coming, no matter how you felt and all the rest of it. And so you've you've gone through some of your own demons. And if it's okay, what is your mum experiencing at the moment? Like, you've been her main carer. What's kind of the burden that you have to go through behind the scenes with your job and getting married soon, all the rest of it? What's going on with that side of things?
Well, mum is blind, basically blind due to long-term diabetes. So as the years have gone on, her eyesight has gotten worse, so she just needs more care. So it's been a big change for me personally. I've always thought of myself as just a carer. Didn't think of much of myself, or didn't have many plans for myself. Then when I met Amanda, I had someone else to think about, not only myself but her, and trying to balance everything. Just recently, I think at the start of this challenge, like probably a week, either before or after Amanda broke her wrist. My mum had a heart attack,
Mm-hmm.
so she's been in the hospital for the last 6 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just hard trying to take time off for work. They're quite understanding, but you just have personal pride in your work and you feel guilty.
If you're not there as much.
Yeah, you feel tired. You're not eating as best as you can, but you're still trying your best. But just coming here is also a bit of an escape.
Gotcha.
You can put everything aside and just give it your all. So,
So when you have your mum who's got these health conditions and diabetes, is hers related to weight gain as well?
no, it's just pretty much because she's from the Philippines. It's probably like a long-term thing of sort of poor food quality, and then coming to Australia. Probably just lifestyle choices a little bit as well.
Yep.
So just over the time, it sort of slowly built up and built up. She's been quite poor with her vision for quite some time, but it's only been the last couple of years where she's been basically blind. It's just been a challenge of trying to balance being a son, being a fiance, and being a carer.
Yeah. Well, it's quite a challenge that you've had, and especially with what you guys have gone through. The first challenge that you did for 8 weeks, you guys, overcame quite a few hurdles, and now you've done the second challenge, so you're 16 weeks in. What results have you achieved so far? Obviously, we've spoken about Mandy's mindset and about your mindset and about how even though you've had substantial challenges, both of you, that have been quite severe, you've been able to persevere and continue to train and continue to scale and continue to just turn up and modify what you're thinking and feeling. So tell me, what's the physical changes been like?
One thing that I've noticed in myself, I can't remember how many kilos I've lost, but somewhere in the region of 7 or 8. I've noticed that I'm just getting stronger in general. Things that I used to do when I started 16 weeks ago, I can do a lot more, or it's a lot easier. My legs are getting more toned. I'm getting stronger in my...
She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
She loves it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So getting stronger in my upper body as well.
Yeah.
That's always been one of my weak points, but because I just hate training upper body.
Yeah.
But here you don't really get a choice because that's the workout, and you just do your best.
Gotcha.
So I just feel better when I walk. I don't feel so tired. Even though I love walking, when I wasn't as fit as I was now, am now, it was just a drain to get out and walk. But now we do hikes, and the next day we're fine. If we have to do anything in the gym, we're sore for a day, but it's not lingering like it used to.
That's it.
Life's just easier.
Awesome.
A little bit easier. So
I'm glad that you've been able to connect your physical changes and your mind changes and the need now for training. One of the biggest things we try to teach people and help people, and we all learn it as trainers as well, is how to incorporate a training regime into your life and to see it as a non-negotiable. To see it as something that you have to do if you want to have more success, if you want to have more peace, more joy, more happiness, more confidence. It's something you have to do. And when life does get tough, stepping back is saying, I'm now going to prioritize my happiness, my joy, my confidence at a lower rung, and I'm going to focus on this problem and let that dominate the way I'm going to make decisions in my life. And the fact that you guys have actually decided, you know what, no matter what comes our way, we're going to keep coming. We're going to keep training. We're going to keep changing because your future is going to be pretty cool. Tell us about your wedding.
I think it's about 6 weeks away now.
Yeah, awesome.
It's something that I've always wanted, to get married. There were periods where I bit down on myself quite a few years ago, and you start to think it might never happen, or you might not meet someone. So basically, now that sort of my dream is coming true, it's giving me a future. But I have something to think about, and that's why now I have to think of my health as important. Before, I didn't really care. It's not a good thing, but it wasn't important to me. But now I have to be healthy for Amanda, and also my mum as well, and my friends and family. But main thing is I need to be healthy for myself because I want to be there for Amanda and a long time with Amanda. So, and that's a long-term goal.
And just confirming as well, I'm invited?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The invitation's in the mail, right?
Yeah, damn Australia Post.
Yeah, that's right. No, I heard as well you guys saying for your honeymoon you're going to do the Great Ocean Road,
Yes.
which is pretty cool. You know, like there's obviously you're going to go at a nice time when the sun's out, and you're going to do an active type of honeymoon as well, where you're getting out and about and you're
Yes.
seeing things and you're going to move around. And any CrossFit workouts that you're going to do? What do you reckon?
I'm sure we'll probably think about something to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple of days of probably eating junk and garbage,
Mm.
I probably feel terrible. So I need to get up and move.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll work out some kind of quick CrossFit workout. We can find something on the internet or even one we've done here prior.
Yeah.
We'll have a look what we've done and bang it out on the beach.
Yeah. See if you can beat the other time.
Yeah.
So I've got another question now for Mandy. Okay. So let's bring that. Okay. So Mandy, the question I have for you is, now that what changes have you seen in Sean? Okay. So we're going to start that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because Sean's been mic hogging. No, I'm kidding, mate. You did a good job. I'm going to ask Mandy, what changes have you seen in him over the last 12 weeks? And what are you excited about for your future together?
I think his resilience has definitely improved, and his ability to push through difficult things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been really quite impressed with, you know, if he's having a bad day, like he chooses to do something. Like come to the gym and stay here when he's having a tough day,
Mm-hmm.
or even if, you know, maybe he hasn't done, you know, the best of what he would like to do, eaten some junk food or something, he thinks about it differently and more constructively and stuff like that, which I think, you know, helps the growth.
Yeah. How do you see also the future as far as what's the next challenge? Because you guys have done 12 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually 16 weeks.
Yeah.
I keep saying
Yeah.
12 weeks. I'm out of my mind.
Yeah.
You've done 16 weeks now. What do you see now as what you're going to do? Because that's the start challenge, right? What do you think?
Well, obviously we're going to get past the wedding. That's the sort of the next thing is just get past the wedding, get past the honeymoon. And then after that, I think we'll still probably be doing challenges, but they'll be a little bit different. Might be like more focused on, you know, learning skills and whatnot, still with the goal of losing more weight and, you know, getting healthier, because that's something that we still need to do. But just try and be a bit more creative in it, so it's not going to be the same challenge over and over.
That's it.
But hopefully we'll get some of the same results of stronger, healthier, losing more weight. And yeah, just keep going really and keep integrating it into our life.
That's awesome. And you know, you guys are great. I love you guys. And that's great. What you've said about Sean and what you've said about his change, I've seen it too.
Mm-hmm.
And other people have seen it, you know. So as a community, we lift each other up, and sometimes people talk about other people in a constructive way, and they'll say, "Hey, look, who's this person training with a broken wrist?" You know what I mean? Like, and then I know it's been great when new people have come to the gym, and they've been really nervous as well. They've said, like, "I don't know if I can do this." I use you as an example. I'm like, "See that chick over there with the broken arm? She's trained like 4 or 5 times a week." And she just, you know, keeps going. So if Mandy can get after it with his broken wrist, and Sean can get after it with, you know, the background stuff, the demands that you've had on your life, and the traumas that you've been through, because we've been chatting every week and hearing what you've been experiencing. It's not an easy walk in the park. You've been going through a pretty tough time. So now I want to hear from you, Sean, what you've seen, the changes in Mandy.
This would be fun. I think Mandy would probably agree as well, but she just likes to keep within herself, although she's very loud and bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I've noticed coming here is that she actually has become more friendly. I don't mean that as it sounds, but yeah, she's more open and more, I guess, she basically will express herself to the world more.
Yep.
She's not so closed in and guarded.
Mm.
She'll talk to people. She's willing to try new things in an environment where people will see her. Normally, she likes to do things, in her own time.
Mm.
But when you come to a CrossFit class, this is the workout, this is the timing, and you just do your best.
Yep.
And just to see people look at her and be impressed that she's working with a broken arm.
Mm.
Even now, it's still not healed. It'll take months to get fully healed, but she's still coming. She's still putting on a brave face and still doing her best.
Awesome. And it's interesting how you say that as well, about how her wrist, right, still hasn't healed. And that's, I think, the message that I want to share about your journey, which is, you've had your physical outward broken wrist that people could see, but a lot of times what I've come to know with different people is they've got a cast on, like in their heart, right?
Yeah.
And they've got an emotional break, and no one can see it, and no one knows what they're going through. And I am very privileged to be able to peer into your lives and to share with you the journeys that you go through, because it changes me as well, and it helps me to put things into perspective, why I do what I do. And I'm honored to be able to be a part of your journey and to be inspired by you guys. So no, I mean that too. I really do.
No, I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's we've done back-to-back challenges. Obviously, the first 5 weeks for myself, it was difficult, but I was getting good results. It got to my head a little bit, got a bit ahead of myself, and then got some bad news. Something else happened in my life, and then we got sick. And then the last couple of weeks was tough. So I felt like it was a missed chance to hit my weight goals. That's when we thought, well, we still got to get fit for the wedding. We still want to improve our health for our life. So we'll do one more 8-week challenge. Amanda breaks her wrist. Mum has a heart attack. So what I've learned in this next week, the next challenge that we did, is that my focus became less about trying to lose weight or hit a certain number. That's still the goal. I still need to, because I still have health issues and I want to be healthy for a long time. So I still need to focus on that. But this challenge, I was focused on actually just turning up, just being present. If you didn't want to be here, if she was stressful, just rock up. And for the most part, you've said it, we've heard Lucas, Maple, they all said it, rocking up is more than half the challenge, most of the challenge.
Yep.
Once you're here, the people or the coaches will tell you what to do, when to do, and you just do it.
Yep.
So I found personally that my challenge was more mental, when you don't feel like it. And you do eat crap, because I wasn't perfect with my food. But I was less hard on myself because it was more of a choice rather than loss of control.
Yep.
And I was still turning up, training more.
Yep.
Actually, so.
And now you guys are on the path.
Yes.
Right? So you're on the journey where it's not just about seeing how you go for 8 weeks or 16 weeks. It's like, hey, we want to live like this now. This is how we just do business now.
Yes.
We train, we turn up, no matter what's going on, no matter what is the setback in our lives. We train, and I'm really looking forward to many more years with you guys.
Yeah, it's something that we've realised is that having the structure of coming here makes us feel free to actually live, have that structure and our base. That is something that we need. We need the structure for mental health and physical health. And it's something that if we don't come, there's times where we actually can't. We got stuff coming on. But we do miss it. We miss feeling like we've worked hard. We miss the fact that we didn't get sweaty and work hard and our muscles are sore. It's something that we miss and we lack when we don't do it.
Do you miss me?
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm here.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to have that structure. It just helps keep us moving forward.
Awesome.
It's something we can do, we can improve ourselves, and something that we actually look forward to as well.
That's really cool, guys. Well, I really appreciate everything you've both said, and it's a great journey, and I'm looking forward to watching it continue.
Thank you.
So that brings us to the end, guys. Is there any final words that you'd like to share with the TRG crew before we sign off?
I'll just have a quick word that I remember when I first started the first class with you. I barely got through it. I was like, I can't do this. And now when we're here working out, we'll see people doing their first classes, and we think back, oh, that was us, and it makes us happy. It's happy to see people that are level 3 doing muscle ups and lifting heavy weights, and then there's people that are just started and they're nervous. And the thing that I've learned is just show up, just come, you have a good time, you have a good workout, and you get good results.
Awesome. That's great. And now your turn.
What he said?
Yeah, there we go.
No, I just I really appreciate the environment here, because I think that's part of what our success has been, is like being able to turn up. Like most of our classes are with Maple and Lucas, and like they're just awesome, and they're definitely I think one of the reasons like it's been easier to turn up, because you know you're gonna like get to hang out with some chill, inspiring people. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
That's really good. That's really good, and I'll definitely make sure I tell Lucas and Maple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lucas has the best taste in music. So,
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, does he?
He does actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, no, you guys are both fantastic, and I'm really appreciative of you coming down today to have a chat with me. And let's keep going, guys. The future's looking bright. I'm really excited to train with you and keep this going. Okay. So, yeah, thanks for coming, and thanks for watching, those who are there, and see you guys later.
Thanks.